Hello, welcome to Cherry Knoll Whiskey Reviews. I'm Steven.
And I'm Steve.
So today we're going to be doing the Blackened.
The Blackened.
So something kind of neat about Blackened is that it's a celebrity whiskey. Metalica kind of wanted to do something fun, and this is kind of what they've created. What they do is they play a playlist of music to certain batches. So, they'll play the music in the rick house, and what you can do is you can look up what batch you have. For us, it's 120. You can go to their website to get onto Spotify, which will have that particular playlist that you can listen to as you're sipping on a glass of that whiskey. So the reason that they play the music to the whiskey barrels is the thought process is that the music will shake or vibrate the barrels, allowing more of the spirit to have contact with the oak and the char to give more or different flavors to the spirit itself.
And I'd imagine if that works how they say it works, a more bassy, heavier music would make a stronger flavored, stronger tasting whiskey than like soft rock, something mellow, a lot less bass. I'd imagine if their theory is correct and playing music to barrels actually works, that's kind of how it would work.
Right. So just the more movement, the better. And Metalica being, yeah, I think so. Okay. More would be better, or more would create more of a resort.
Flavor.
Right.
Yes. Deeper flavors.
So we'll get this thing opened up.
How heavily do you think the actual band members were involved in, like, picking the songs and putting together the playlists and everything that goes into this?
So I would imagine that the first couple, they probably had a big hand in it.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, they probably just have their master blender.
Yeah.
Kind of figuring it out for them.
Taking over for them.
Right. So it's finished in black brandy casks, which should impart a lot of those deep, rich, fruity notes.
Fruity. Dark fruits.
So like
plumminess.
Figs, plums.
Which I'm definitely smelling kind of a sweet, dark, fruity type.
Yes. Yeah, you
I don't know if it's a plum or if it's like a... It's kind of a mix for me between like plum and peach almost.
Yeah.
I know peach is not a dark fruit.
Peach is kind of a brighter fruit, but yeah, you definitely get a sweet corn up front,
yes,
which you do with most whiskeys. And then it goes right into those dark fruit flavors that you're getting from the brandy.
Yeah.
You get like a little bit of cinnamon in it.
A little,
kind of like right at the
tiny little bit.
Right at the end of those dark fruit flavors.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a spicy, cinnamony type finish to it.
Not like a Red Hots type.
No.
Cinnamon, but more of cinnamon sugar.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, like cinnamon sugar toast. You ever had that?
Yep.
Cinnamon toast crunch.
Right. Something
because
like that.
It's definitely sweeter than just like the Red Hots or the
very sweet.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to get into it?
I'm ready.
So for me,
so sweet.
You get that sweetness right up front. It's like a sweetness mixed with baking spices, like a super sweet baking spice mix, which then goes into the dark fruits. Vanilla is kind of at the end.
Yeah. My mom makes a Christmas cookie called a date nut pinwheel, and it's got like dates and walnuts and like a cinnamon sugar type mush in it.
Right.
And that's what this reminds me of that cookie a lot. It's very, very good. Super sweet.
Right. So the sweetness and
but not like a flavored whiskey sweet. It's like it's just that. Yeah.
But a finished whiskey.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah. Finished in a brandy barrel. I like this a lot.
Yeah, you get, like I said, it's like a almost cinnamon baking spice, vanillas, maybe a little bit of that nut. Ever since you kind of brought up that cookie, I'm kind of getting a little bit of that nut flavor.
little walnutty.
Right. Delicious, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, the way I found out about these bottles, my father-in-law had found them when they had kind of recently started to come out, and he had drank through 2 bottles and was about to open his 3rd, but he left just a little bit of the first 2 so that he could do a tasting between the 3 different batches to kind of see, oh, well, is it just like
gimmicky,
the exact same flavors throughout, and it's not really doing anything.
Because the same spirit goes into all batches.
Yeah.
It's not. There's no difference going into the batch.
Nope.
It's literally just the music that's playing.
There's nothing different about the actual whiskey from start to finish, except for the playlist.
And what was given to what was his verdict?
So, luckily I was there when he did it. So, it was my father-in-law, his brother-in-law, and myself who ended up doing this tasting, and there was, like, definitely a difference between the 3. 2 of them were much more similar than the 3rd, but all of them were different.
That is so strange.
So whether, just the playlist itself was that much different, or, all your temperatures, humidities, things like that can change a whiskey, but
I'd imagine somewhere that big is probably pretty controlled, though. I'd like to think that their temperatures are pretty baseline.
No, you want fluctuation in temperature.
But all of the batches are probably fluctuate in the same way, is what I'm saying. I'd assume. I would hope so.
I wouldn't. I mean, different fluctuations give different results. If you're looking for something like Jack Daniel's, where you just want that exact
what you're
flavor every single time.
It tastes good in Coke.
Right.
Yeah.
That one, you kind of want the same.
Yeah.
But, something like this, differential is good.
It's fun to have 2 of the same bottles that taste totally different.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
So, what would you rate this as their kind of basic?
This is one of the higher ones for me that we've drank, and I want to tell you something. I know I've said a lot in the few videos that we've done about how I like Scotch more.
Yep.
I think I have
started leaning.
Converted.
Oh, fully converted.
I think I've converted.
Jeez.
Because every time I go into a liquor store now, I find myself in front of the bourbons. And I find myself thinking, ooh, that would be cool. Oh, we should do that. We should do a video on this. I want to try that. And I don't even look at the scotches anymore. Like, I've been going for my bottle of, like, Maker's Mark or What else do I have? The Woodford Reserve Double Oak. Like, I've been going for that stuff way more than any of the scotches that I have.
Yeah, the double oak is hard to beat.
So good. It's amazing.
The dark, rich chocolates.
But this, I love this. I like this a lot. I like more of those fruitier, sweet notes.
Which you can get a lot of floral sweet notes from scotches.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The only scotches that I think are somewhat single-minded focused is the Isla Scotch, because sometimes that peat can just become
punches
too
you
much.
in the mouth, and
right.
Yeah,
It becomes a one-trick pony of just that smoky flavor.
Yeah.
But
you open a bottle of like Lafroig and your smoke detector goes off. And
right.
It's like, what the?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, there's a lot of sweet scotches out there, but I going back to this, I think this is it's definitely one of my favorites that we've had on the channel so far.
Right.
It's very good. I'm excited to try all the different Blackened bottles that we get and have.
Yeah, we'll have to pick up one of their ryes and see what else we can get into from them.
Yeah.
Because I agree. I think as far as a whiskey goes, without putting the celebrity as part of what it comes with, I think it's just a good whiskey.
Yes.
It's definitely a sipping whiskey that whether it's connected with Metalica or not, I would still drink.
I do like, as a marketing standpoint, I like that the word Metalica is not written anywhere on the bottle.
Right.
It's not just like in your face, like, this is Metalica.
Yep.
But that's nice. Just minor details.
Right.
But I like it. What about you? What do you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 8.5.
I'm right up there too.
Yeah,
8
it's
and a
definitely
half.
a good sipping whiskey.
For sure.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, and
let us know what you want to see in the future.
We'll see you on the next one.
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
It's real good.
It's really good.